welcome to another episode of Coffee, Homes, and Loans. And we have Josh Coomer. How are you, Josh?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How about yourself?
Good, good. Can you believe we're in the same company now?
I'm so stoked.
Yay, high five. Yeah, so when the last episode that we did with you is when we ran into you and Chris on the hallways or on the Instagrams, one of those two, and now we're working together.
Yeah, that's crazy how that all kind of came to fruition, and it just worked.
Yeah.
It just matched, and I think you are a perfect fit for what we are over
Oh, that's so sweet. I love it here. It's so much fun. We actually like coming to the office, so that's great.
Yeah, that's always a plus.
That's always a plus, yes, and there's plenty of room for the girls and everything, so that's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask about you, get to know you, get our viewers to know who's behind us, because we send approvals every week, and we're always like talking to clients and everything, and I want them to know that we have good support behind us.
Absolutely. I would love to.
Yeah. So tell me, let's start with the most important thing, family. How many kids do you have?
I got 4 kids. I got 2 girls, 2 boys. So right now we got 14, 11, 8, and 5 years old.
Wow, that's amazing. And then tell me, girl?
Girl's the oldest. Then girl, boy, girl, boy.
Oh, wow, that's perfect.
Yeah, so we got the littles and the adults is what we call them.
That's too funny. They probably like that.
Oh yeah, they love that. And
Yeah.
the littles love the littles, and that's what keeps me ticking is those kids.
Yeah, I know you bring them to the office too.
Yeah. We bring them around here, and they take over the office and act like they're running the show.
Usually what they do.
Yeah.
And we have another one of these signs at home for when Rayleigh and I record at the house, and my girls will sit down with their stuffed animals. It's like, okay, today in the podcast, we don't want to talk about coffee, and we definitely don't want to talk about loans.
That's funny. Yeah, my 8-year-old, after she was here the other day, we got home, she's like, so did I get the job, Dad? I said, no, you got to concentrate on your education first, but once you graduate, you're more than welcome.
You got it. Yeah, Valentina always gets asked, are you going to do loans like mommy? She's like, oh, I'm not sure. I'll do the videos.
Yeah, right. The fun part.
I know. Yeah. And so you guys homeschool your kids too?
Yes. So we have our older 2 are actually online school with Lanby, which is a great online school.
What is it called?
Lanby.
Okay.
Leadership Academy of Nevada.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so they're thriving. My oldest is one of the ambassadors at the school.
Oh, nice.
So she helps onboard the kids and new kids to online. I guess, and
to
help
get
them
used to that.
Yeah, get them situated and so on. My 11-year-old's the president of his class, and I mean they're both just thriving on this model. And then my wife homeschools the little 2, and she's doing an amazing job with that. They're also part of a co-op, so once a week they actually go with other homeschool parents and they mix it up. So other parents get to teach the littles while my wife gets to teach other children, and so it kind of gives a little bit of a diversity.
Yeah, that is really cool. I may need to get that contact information because I homeschool my girls and all they have is me.
Yeah, I know my wife wanted to meet you, so I'll definitely get you guys together and let you chat it up.
Yeah, and see that because mine are 3rd grade and 1st grade, so it's about that.
Pretty close, yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah, I think I'm kindergarten and 3rd grade.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. And so the Leadership Academy of Las Vegas, which is an online school, is that like a set schedule, like from 8 to 3?
No, so it is a lot more flexible, but they are on, some days they start at 8 a.m., some days they start at 10 a.m., just depending on when their classes come. They don't have class on Friday, they just have assignments.
Oh, wow.
There's a ton of support. The teachers are very helpful. They do get together at least once a month as a school for like a field day, or they're all in the park and they play. So you have that community that comes together. That's the social aspect of it.
Exactly.
And we also kind of stack on top of that. We have them in music classes and baseball and horseback riding and all the different things.
Oh, I've seen those videos too. Yeah.
Well, we want to feed their loves, right? You know, the things that keep them ticking and keep them engaged and social. Right?
Yep.
And it seems to be working. I was really scared of it at first, to be honest.
Same here.
Like, the COVID really opened our eyes, when they went online and we got to see how that could benefit, the children, and it really has.
Yeah, and also see them thriving. Like my now 9-year-old, she learned how to read and write with us at home, and then she's very... she loves to read and she loves to look up science and do experiments and play teacher. So I guess she's my assistant teacher for the little one. So it's pretty amazing how much they will learn and how much they can benefit from the one-on-one attention.
Yeah, and it is. It's that one-on-one where you can really pay attention. I mean, my 5-year-old already knows how to add, subtract, multiply, divide.
Yeah.
He's working on geometry in kindergarten.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
And it's just crazy to see them grow and in such a productive way. It's great.
That is so cool. When do you recommend putting them on an online program like the one from that your older kids are?
I think it goes from middle school up. So elementary school, I don't think they have any classes. Then middle school through high school is where they come in.
So that would be really cool. Yeah, because I feel like on elementary school, they still need a lot of help. So it's better to kind of do it at your own schedule.
Yeah, I think they would get a little lost online, trying to figure it out and try to get on schedule. And it really works well with my wife and the homeschool and that, and then the online for that. And my older two are really responsible.
Yeah.
And they really take pride in their grades and showing up and being a part of the organization and really giving back, which is huge.
Yeah, I mean, coaching kids on how to do online school, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Because then you hear it from your peers, and it's how to succeed on that type of environment.
Yeah.
That is very cool. Yeah, my husband takes care of the science and biology type of classes, and I just do strictly math, reading, and writing, because those are my favorites.
I let my wife take care of it all.
Yeah.
She's doing a really good job, so I'm not going to mess with anything that's not broken.
Exactly, yeah. And I'm sure, but you do take your kids out for the different activities, right? Like the horseback riding and all the things. Yeah, so that's part of it, because sometimes I'm like, I'm doing all the homeschooling, and I'm like, wait, no, Jaime does take the girls on everything that has to do with PE and experiments and animals and trips and things like that when I just want to sit down.
Yeah, oh no, I love being involved in their lives in every aspect of it, honestly, that's what really fills my heart, being able to coach the baseball team, which I can't right now because of the shoulder surgery. But both my 5-year-old and my 11-year-old started baseball. I got practice today, I got practice tomorrow, know, and so I still get to be a part of it, just not as a coach.
Yeah.
Taking my oldest to her horseback riding, which is where she really found her passion.
Yeah.
Like, she really loves the horseback riding.
And where do you guys do that?
It's called the Las Vegas Ranch. It's down on, it's like Spencer and Windmill area.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of right in the middle of town. You wouldn't expect it. The people are really nice, very helpful. The trainers are great. And she actually, starting this Saturday, she's starting to volunteer her time there as well. So she goes for her lessons, and then after her lessons, she goes and volunteers around the ranch, helps clean up the stalls, get to know all the horses, feed them, all of that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Because her ultimate goal is to own her own horse.
Yeah.
So she's got a quinceañera coming up next year, and she wants to ride in on her own horse.
Yeah.
So
wow, that's a full production.
it really, and we're still trying to find venues and trying to figure it all out because there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
But I mean, she set these goals for herself, and now she's trying to work towards them and being able to afford it and figure out how to get there and all these different things. So she's really taking charge.
That is so cool. That is so exciting. So I know you love getting involved with the community, and I obviously supporting local places like Las Vegas Ranch, Las Vegas Academy, and things like that is where you find your passion.
I do. Helping people. People are what fill my heart, being able to support somebody, share a little knowledge that I have or experience that I have, giving back to the less fortunate, whether it's with time, with money, with whatever resources I have available. I mean, I think, what is it, next week we're doing the Just One project again, we're getting on that. And we like to do it as a whole company, it helps keep our family, I like to refer as, the employees of Cal as our family, because they are, and that's how I really view it. Them, we do the NPHY a lot in Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth. We like that organization. They do a lot of good work for the homeless youth here in Las Vegas. And just odds and ends here and there, 3 Square Food Bank, we'll go down there and anywhere that we could, serve a purpose and really help our community is really what it's about.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's so cool. And you always do have that family feel when you come into the office. Everybody's walking around and making jokes. I mean, you have Chris just like knocking on every door and making jokes everywhere. So that's so it's fun. It's a good environment, something good that you have built over here. And I think that's what makes it so different from working somewhere else, in my personal opinion. Just having that aspect of family, and that you can always get help, and there is not necessarily like a fighting competition. I'm gonna keep all my secrets, but I mean, we had our business meeting in your office with the doors fully open. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's fully transparent.
Yeah.
There's nothing to hide. We are who we say we are, and I take pride in that, you know, and delivering. Not just for me. I mean, like I like to sit down, like you said, with you or with all of our loan officers, go over their goals, what they're looking to do, their business plan, and really help them implement that. Hold them accountable to that, you know, because that accountability is the one thing that's usually missed in our industry. There's nobody there to hold somebody accountable, and it's really easy to turn your head on yourself and say, I can do that tomorrow, right? And I see it's really working, you know, and people are thriving, they're growing.
You saw the numbers for the last month. That was so exciting to see, like everybody was producing and everybody's like, congratulations, you did such a great job, and you have this belt going around. We're gonna have to put a picture of it.
Yes, and then we have our all hands on deck next Monday, you know, to where we get all the employees here. We all sit down, kind of going over what's going on in the company. Our top producers are presenting the belt, you know, to our top producer. And really kind of talk about what's going on, what's working for other loan officers, so we could all grow together. Yeah. It's not about you or me, it's about us.
Yeah, all of us. That's so cool. And I've been enjoying the ability to have so many options as far as products. Yeah. It's pretty amazing. It's just like if I have a specific client, a specific scenario, I send it out to all of our different reps and see, okay, who can give me the best rate, the best product, the best, the most flexibility, and who can close the fastest, and then I can come to my client and I'm like, here's the best of the best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of a broker.
Yeah. So that's being an eye-opening and being able to help so many clients. What else do you want our viewers to know about you? Tell me again about your Pelican story. Where were you when you almost died? Because I have a Pelican story too.
Oh, we got you. Okay. So our family, we like to go down to the beach on the summer, usually every year when we can. We'll stay on Sunset Beach, Huntington Beach. And one of my favorite things to do is to walk on the beach at night when the sun's down, it's pitch black out there, right there on the water line, and just walk. And it's just like, it's so serene. It's just you on this planet with nothing else, and you could hear the waves crashing. And one time I was walking out there, pitch black, can't see anything. I don't even think there was the moon out that night. And a pelican comes flying like right over my shoulder and scared the living bejesus out of me, you know, and I didn't know what it was at first, so I was freaking out, and I look in the water and I see it just sitting there floating in the water after it flew past me, and I was like, you little...
Those things are big,
But, let's hear yours.
Yeah, so growing up in Peru, the school that I went to for elementary school was pretty small, so they didn't have like a yard where we would do physical education, so we had to walk probably like 2 miles down to where we do physical education and pass by a market. Now the market over there, you know, they have the chickens in the cages, you know, they're getting them ready to be sold as meat, and they also have the catch of the day, all the fish and everything. So the pelicans, and then I lived in the capital in Lima, which is very close to the Pacific Ocean, so they just bring everything fresh. And so the pelicans knew the fish is easy catch over here. So they would be like pterodactyls or pteranodons. If Valentina would be here, pteranodons are carnivores. They would be flying down, just stealing the fish from the vendors, taking them one after the other. So just imagine, I mean, all of us Peruvians were pretty short. So we're walking by, all these kids like holding onto a rope, and then there's pelicans just going down like this. They're like, it's so scary. It was the most terrifying thing, because you're like, no, are they going to take me? Are they looking for the fish? What is it going? And then the people at the fish market just with brooms trying to get them away, but they, you know, there's...
Especially as a kid, you know, that would be intimidating.
Yeah.
Those does look like a pterodactyl one here.
Yes, and then they're getting everything on their mouths, and they were so big. Yeah.
So they do get really big.
Yeah. So that's one of my fears.
So you have a fear of them because of that.
Oh, the pelicans, it's too much. Yeah, or any little flying bird too. I'm looking at Rayleigh behind, she's laughing at me.
So you grew up in Peru. When did you come to the States?
I came to the States when I was 17, when I finished high school. Nice. And I was just here on vacation and met my husband, and then never went back. My dad didn't love it. He's probably watching this now. And then I just stayed. So I've been here most of my life now in the U.S.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What got you into mortgage?
Into mortgage, it was a loan officer that I met and needed help translating an appointment into Spanish. And I networked with him a lot, and I was doing marketing for an IT company and doing the website, the web development, and things like that. And he's like, help me translate this into Spanish. And then he's like, you are natural at this. You should come work with me as my loan officer assistant. So that's when I took the classes over the weekend. Valentina was just 6 months old. So it was really difficult to be there all the time. And then I'm like, I'm going to schedule the test right away because otherwise I'm going to forget.
Right.
And I passed it. And I'm like, hey, I passed it. And they're like, okay, well, here's your contract. You can start with us right away. And I lasted as his assistant for about 6 months. And I would just sit with the branch manager, super knowledgeable, because she would love to look through the guidelines, like old school, looking through the guidelines and calculating incomes and things like that. Yeah. And I learned. That's what I learned, how to creatively work on loans. And then I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready to go on my own.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's a cool story.
Yeah, so I do love mortgages. It's something so different every single time.
So rewarding, isn't it? Like being able to help that person, that family. Mm-hmm. It's not even just about the people we're talking about. It's about their whole family. It's about their future, about their wealth, you know? And I mean, I know by the time we're able to retire, there's not going to be a Social Security. There's not going to be any income for the seniors as we get older. And being able to provide the ability to have some kind of retirement later on in life is the way I view it, right? We're really helping people, whether they see it that way or not, we're helping them take that step in their life. Yeah,
and also like from personal experience, being able to let them know, see the bigger picture. When you're buying a house, it's not going to be like $1 million house, but it's going to be what's going to get you to whatever your goals are. Yeah. So I always tell them, the first house I bought didn't have any toilets, didn't have any sinks, didn't have a stove, so we did a renovation loan, and they're like, oh, okay, so maybe I could do that. And I'm like, yes, if I did it with $7,000 out of pocket, you can probably do it too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty. There's a loan for everything. Yeah. You know, you just have to step up and say, this is what I want to do. And especially as being a broker, we could go find it.
Yeah.
Right? And if we're not signed up with a bank, we could get signed up with a bank that has that product and really be able to provide for our clients.
Yeah, that was pretty cool because I told you, oh, there's this program, 10% down payment, and then we were signed up. And they were like, easy peasy.
Yeah, I mean, that's trying to support, the vision, right? You have a vision and what you need. I'm going to support that all day long.
Yeah, very cool. I'm so excited to see us grow and see how we finish this year and then bring you back for more stories.
Love it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.